Welcome back, fellow Scrubs. This is Mark the Wiz. We're back with more Pocket Fighter EX. So, that's a community-based game. It's not affiliated with Capcom or SNK. We're not funded by them. There's nothing there. It's a free fan game. Not making money off of it. All that good stuff. Gotta preface it with that. So, we've got actually let's say interesting changes. Fixes. I fixed a lot of things since the last week, and I do want to go over that. And then I want to get into some actual gameplay changes, which I think will be pretty interesting. And there's still some broken stuff, don't worry. We've got a little better consistency on hits and stuff, so I'll show that first. Also, that was Mark's hardware plugin. Yeah. Hey, Raito, what's up? So, later today, in about, an hour, really, SNK is having, an official stream, and they're gonna have, I think, the director of Mark of the Wolves on, Garou Mark of the Wolves, and they're actually gonna show, production material of cut characters, and, pre-production on Mark of the Wolves 2 that got canceled. So today we're gonna go only until 9 because that's when that one starts, and I'm going to go watch that. So I'm not gonna waste too much time getting on that after. But I'm pretty sure that anybody here would also be interested in that, so that's why I bring that up. Of course I'm using the keyboard. Yeah, I plugged in the stick. You heard it. Caught the hardware the hardware thing, so might as well use that. So I made a lot of fixes, I suppose. A lot of work went towards consistency. So some of the frame data wasn't acting correctly. They were off by a frame, usually an increase of 1. So something that was, say, 8 frames of recovery would not be able to it was supposed to have 8 frames of recovery, would not be able to actually be punched by an 8-frame move. There were some instances of that, and it was getting a little weird. So I went back and I added some consistency to the way that works. And we talked before about floating point values, and fixed point, and determinism and stuff. It was basically issues along those lines. So let's see. Chat says, KK reminded me some time ago that whenever we have a Q&A with a game director or programmer, we should make a question related to rollback netcode. Yes, so that the senpais will notice us. Absolutely. See, look, KK has got, he's got it down. He knows what the community wants. He's a great community. The goal is to make the rollback-related netcode question smooth and relevant to the overall topic every time. I wouldn't even go that far. I'd just be like, rollback, please? We're trying to be nice about it. We're being respectful. Please, for the love of God, just listen to us. We need it. No, I don't know. Then it's just whiny. I would say that, it would be nice to make it topical. But the question itself stands. It's super important. Just get it in there any way you can. Being respectful and all. You don't want to be a dick about it. You don't want to listen to you. We should make it speaking of Garou and seeing the recent update. I was gonna say you have the perfect lead in there. You have it. They released Garou with the netcode patch. The rollback netcode patch was just this week. And I know they saw the improvement. KK was talking about it. He's like, oh yeah, he's looking at the numbers. He's like, wow, thanks everybody. So they've got to notice. It's on topic, but now we're like, yeah, I would say it is. It's a game. It's Garou. It's on topic. Okay, whatever. It doesn't have to be on topic. Just bring it up every time. Y'all got any more of them rollback netcode updates? I know, really. Look, if they can get 98 UMFE with rollback netcode, I will probably spend time to learn that game properly. He also told us to see if we can make Garou's online player base stable for at least February, so that he can show charts and stats to his superiors and have more chances of getting rollback updates. See? He's got it down. That's really what needs to happen. Like the instant bump, you know, for this week is fine, but it needs to be sustained. I think unfortunately, because they chose to start with Garou's like one of the games that it looks really pretty, and everybody likes the characters, but the game itself doesn't seem too popular among the hardcores. Like, it's got its fans for sure, but a lot of people regard it as like, oh, it looks pretty, but it kind of plays like shit. You know, hyperbolic, of course. So I don't know how well it will do in the long run. And that was my fear originally when I was like, oh wow, that's really cool, but, you know, I don't know how long of a lifespan Garou's going to have, as opposed to, say, giving it to like 98 or 2002 you know what I mean? But everybody's super OP, so it's really balanced. Yeah, okay. What brought old heads back is that the official version is actually better than Fightcade. I've heard that, and that's really good. Now, for those people who don't know, Fightcade was built with the initial, I wouldn't say, it might not be a prototype, but it was one of the initial versions of GDPO, and things have gotten better since then. So Fightcade's really outdated in that regard, which also makes it a little more embarrassing that Fightcade ran so good in comparison to some other games that didn't have that kind of netcode. But even then, so that, you know, so it's no surprise that, you know, when they're really putting their mind to it and making good rollback netcode these days, or if you're using the newest version of GGPO, it does run better. It just does. It's had that 10 years to advance. It's not like they've been sitting on their butt the whole time. Let's see. From what I've seen, it has been sustainably pretty strong. The average player base is 40 players minimum. Well, that's not bad. Fightcade doesn't have the rollback options Garou has, making it variable or fixed. I don't really know. I'll be completely honest. I'm not really sure. I've heard about there being those options, but I don't know how they exactly affect the game. I just have to look it up and really learn what's going on with that. I don't know. So I'm really interested to see what exactly that's all about with the variable and the fixed and all that. Like with fixed input delay, that kind of sounds like delay based. I'm not really sure. I don't want to say something and be wrong about it. So I'll just give a hearty, I don't know. Sounds neat though. I know someone making this game was in Albany, New York area for a while. Y'all should bring this game to Empire Games Con in Albany. I bet it would be a huge hit. That's me, actually, and I don't live in New York anymore. Sorry. I have moved to Kentucky. It is very far away. I would love to come back and exhibit it, but it's not within my resources to do so, unfortunately. Fixed is for cases when you feel the internet for both players is good enough so that the input delay doesn't change. Right, variable is more right when the player's internet is different. Yeah, it'll change. Okay, so variables like what variables like delay-based netcode though, in that regard. Alright, so the changes I made, like I said, there were some moves that were, because of floating point math errors, they were getting an extra frame of hit advantage or block advantage, and it was causing issues with consistency of moves not being able to be punished when they should be, and combos happening when they shouldn't. Something that I should have realized it before, but I remember the initial design that I had, I was like, okay, jabs can, if I can do it, jabs can leak into crouching medium kick. standing or otherwise. But the crouching light kick wasn't supposed to. It's one more frame of advantage lost. So this, if you see this, look at this number here. This is actually way more accurate now. There was only one frame left to connect. So it's a one frame length. Obviously there's an input buffer, so you do get a little leniency on it. But in terms of raw frame data, it's a one frame length. However, you can't do this one anymore. That was actually a glitch to be able to link that. So if you want to do that, you gotta do that. You gotta start with it and then go to a jab and then go from there. That was what I originally designed, and I guess I kind of forgot about that because this did have that extra glitched frame of advantage and it was able to connect, and I kind of just forgot about it, I think. And then when I fixed it and I was like, wow, I can't do that anymore, and then I think back and I'm like, oh yeah, you weren't supposed to be able to do that. Can't do this anymore. It's been a long day, forgive me. Oh my god. There. I'm not used to doing that one. I was just used to just, that. I think the last time I caught an update on what you were doing, it was about the interpreter adjustment. Oh, it was probably the game review one. It was probably the not hitting these buttons on the same frame to get the run that gives you quarter circle forward. Like run? Wait, run TK. TK? Run TK. What's run TK? Gives you quarter circle forward. K with 13. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, ending the quarter circle. Yeah, so you can, if I can do it right. Wow. Gotta delay that button. Come on, delay that button. Really? I think I'm delaying it, but apparently I'm not. I'm not getting the up forward. There we go. I'm not getting the up forward. Maybe I'm not hitting the corner. I got an octal gate, so sometimes it's a little hard. Yeah, TK neck tiger knee. Yeah, so if you notice the input buffer here, I was running in, and I did a down, forward, up, forward punch, and that prevents the Shoryuken from coming out. So if I do it to forward, you get a Shoryuken. If I do it up, then you get the Hadoken. So you can, run up and do it if you want. Yeah, I think Nothing Exis was the one that pointed that out to me, and I had no idea you could do that in KOF. I had no idea you could do that, but it makes a lot of sense. It's a nice little high-level technique. Yeah, I think I'm just not hitting the corner. I'm just failing the corner. Maybe I'll reinstall the square gate. I got laughed at for not having the square gate. Oh well, whatever. Have you considered the idea of getting Terry his power dunk cancel for Power Max? Power dunk cancel? What's power dunk cancel? Like in Garou. Power dunk cancel? I don't know. Now Raito mentioned that, so I know he knows that we've got the normal power charge power dunk. So in Garou, Terry can cancel the first hit of power dunk by pressing A and B? The fuck? Alright, hold on. Hold on. I did not know that. I did not know. We are going to check that out right now. I did not know that. That's nuts. You know, honestly, that explains some of the combo videos that I've seen. And I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. Where he just kind of bumps him. And he just bumps him into the air. I bet that's what that was. And I just had no idea. Please take a moment to complete the following short survey. Each month, Steam collects... Yeah, alright. Sure. Hey, Klein. What's up? Alright. Let's see. We got Mark the Wolves right here. Can I open it? Oh, that's just a what's new. Here it is. Actually, I haven't played it since I downloaded it. Oh, well, I guess it's ready to go. Oh, it's my volume mixer. Row. There it is. We listen to music. Alright. Okay, I picked up my controller right away. Alright. Let's see what everybody's talking about here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah? Shit. Alright, well, at least I get... speed up button. Okay, here we go. Okay, so... Oh, hold on. Oh. That's not right. Actually, I think it's the plastic green feel. So here. Okay. White punch. Heavy punch. Kick. And that's back. Do. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay. Wow, okay. Damn. I'll be honest, I didn't even know it existed, and it's pretty interesting, actually. Can I have meter, please? Gauge. Power. Nope. Select. Boom! Here's the big one, bitch! Wow, okay. That's pretty fucking cool, because that... Ooh, yeah, alright. It's like, you got him. Wait, so... Can you just keep doing it? No, I guess it doesn't do it twice. What else can you do with it? Like, obviously, plus... You can combo power dunk break. Yeah, I just did that in power dunk. Oh shit, I'm getting too antsy. That's funny. Let's see if you can get the... Oh, no, I just wanted to have you power dunk. I mean, that's cool too, but... I keep Buster Balls. It came with 11. Yeah, 11. You can juggle with most things, including crack shoot. Yeah. KOF 11 is pretty nuts, and then 13 just took it to the next level. Works on whiff if you're really fast? Doesn't look like it works here. I think it's only on hit here. Nope. Wow, how did man, they put million seeds. Pretty. Oh shit! I take it back. Oh wow! Wow. What, bro? Dude, it's $10. Garou is $10. Actually, the deal's probably over now, so you can't. Yeah, I don't think you can cancel off of that. He's got some kind of... Doesn't he have some kind of 2-hit? God, this game's gorgeous. Look at this fucking game. Look at this fucking game. Wait, hold on, how do you grab? Oh, there. I guess I just hold on. Wait, you can't... Hold on, you can't grab with kick? Oh no, I guess not. You just grab with heavy punch. I don't remember that, man. It's been a long time. Must have been a long time. Yeah, Vocal Nerd discovers AB magic. I can't believe that. That shit is wild. Oh, hold on. I keep thinking it's Pocket Fighter. I got reset position on the select button, but they don't have it here. Okay, I gotta use that. That's so good. I guess it leaves you kind of just as vulnerable, I bet. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I mean, the fact that the max cancels and the EX crack shoot and all that kind of already do that kind of stuff, it might be redundant to have it. You know what I mean? Is that Ken? Yeah, it's the not Hat Terry. Must be Ken, right? I can't believe that. That's fucking wild. We gotta play this. We gotta play this soon in Discord. We gotta get this shit going. This game's wild. No hat. I know you did, Tim. I was gonna say we've all got a. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's got the. Wait, do you only have the? No, I guess you gotta do double tap first time. Okay. That's alright. Oh, it actually works, huh? I don't think you can special cancel. You can only normal cancel. Oh! Wait. Is it just a link? Oh, you gotta press forward with it. Okay. Well, that works. Oh, yeah. Hi, I've been silently following this project, and I just wanted to say it looks amazing. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're just fucking around with Gorilla at the moment. Somebody let me know that you could do this, and so we went investigating. Like, it's so good because it gives you way mad time to figure out what to do. You know what? I know why this is in this game. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, I can make him walk forward. Oh, that's cool. Man, the animation's good. Just look at the jab, even. It's really nice. Got a nice little splash and stretch. You know, it's because the power charge is this. You can't bump him in the air and combo it. That's why this is here. So we got a more traditional power charge, so we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, this is here because it needs to be a power charge to bump you in the air to get supers and shit. That's why it's there. That makes sense. It just kind of dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. His normal power charge, you can't do anything after. I don't think. Yeah, it's way too late to do anything. Yeah, so that's why it's there. think you can cancel power charge in the second. I might just be sucking at it, but I couldn't get it to go. Might be a KOF thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, this KOF didn't have canceling specials in the Super for a while, and I don't think any Big Fury has that. Because this is not actually a cancel of any sort. When you get into Super, it just gives you enough time to do it. But that doesn't mean that it's not a. I'm not canceling that into anything. It's just giving me. I'm trying to do it and then like really trying to mash out a cancel with it. But yeah, you gotta wait till it's over. You gotta wait till it's over. You can't cancel. Oops. How did I get a Buster Wolf off of that? Jeez. Yeah, you can't cancel it off the bump. You gotta wait till the bump is over. The bump just happens to end quick, is all. Yeah, it does give power done for uses. And since we have a traditional I'll show it. Some people know what I'm talking about. Because we have a more traditional power charge, I don't think we really need it. It would be highly redundant to have both of them. Like, it's cool, no doubt. But I don't think it's necessary, since he's already got something of functionally equivalent. Wake up power done? How is that different than otherwise? So here, of course, is power done. Boom, boom. But you do have the ability to do stuff off of power charge. So I added, crack shoot as an option off of it. You can do power dunk, and I'll give you a free hard knockdown. But you don't, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need that special cancel in order to juggle too much hat, or so much hat. Because you can get some wild shit going with just what we've got going on here. You know what I mean? So I think Terry's got enough juggle stuff. Or hell, he can... Yeah, nope. Not close enough. There. Too much hat. So yeah, I think, I'll be honest, I think they added it in Garou. It's because they lost the normal power charge. They changed power charge into something else. And they're like, shit, well, we want something to do that functionally. I think that's why they added it in. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm just saying that it's kind of redundant, because you've already got so much shit to continue on juggling. Like, he's already got the tools for it. You know what I mean? It's giving him 3 ways to do something. It's nice, but it's just fluff on the moveset. Like I said, I think the only reason they put it in Garou is because they changed power charge to not do that anymore. And it's hard to say, it's a chicken and egg situation, which came first, but it's hard to tell. But they don't have both the traditional power charge and the power dunk break at the same time, because it'd be redundant. to be nothing happened. There we go. I'm not about giving characters 40 fucking moves. Like, Terry's had a lot of moves. You could literally give Terry, like, probably 15 special moves. If not more. He's had so fucking many. But I don't think that itself makes an interesting game. It's the tool set, what you can do with it. It's like, oh, you can do the same thing 3 different ways. That's cool, kinda, but what about other characters that don't have that many moves? What about poor Guile? What about fucking Guile? Yeah, Roundwave is in. You got Roundwave. It's the EX version of Power Wave. Well, let's switch to Terry as the opponent. It does 3 hits, so it will block 1 and 2 hit projectiles. Actually, it'll block even 3 hit projectiles. So if I set him to action, yeah, I was gonna say he should have Power Wave. And like KOF 98, it's special cancelable, so you can send one back, or get in with a burn knuckle. You do a whole bunch of shit with it. It is also it's got high advantage on block. Now normally out in the middle of nowhere it pushes them back, so there's not much you can do to follow up with it. Stop. Stop doing it. There's not much you can do with it. I think it showed block advantage. Originally it was plus, but with the glitch being fixed, it may not be plus anymore due to a math error. Nah, it doesn't look like it's plus. It might be 0. Or not, sorry. What? He started already? He said 9. He said 9 o'clock. He said 9! I was gonna say, it's gotta be a pre-stream, because he said 9 Eastern. I'll hold him to that. That's it, stream cancelled. But yeah, it's got multiple purposes. Like I said, you can block stuff with it. So even Ryu's Charged Engine is only 3 hits. You could actually block that in a pinch if you didn't want to take the guard break. And that was actually the reason I made it 3 hits. Is for that exact reason. Because there was nothing that could really counter Ryu's charged up engine because it was 3 hits. And it was made to be that way. It says starting soon. Yeah, I think it's pre-stream because he said 9 PM Eastern Standard Time. So let's see, what are the other things? He's got High Angle Geyser is his EX Power Dunk. I really wasn't sure what to do with it otherwise. So you can also, of course, because you can cancel because you can cancel this into Power Dunk. And this is Power Dunk EX command. I made sure that you could get it off of this. So that also helps. Oh, I was actually expecting him to do a thing there. And then Crack Show DX, kind of what it does in KO14, if I recall correctly. I think it was 14. Maybe 13 and 14, but I remember studying 14 specifically for a lot of Terry's stuff. Let's see, what else Terry got? Terry got Rising Tackle. It's a charge move, like most of them. Oh, yeah, and EX Burn Knuckle goes pretty far. That's light, heavy, EX. So you can do lots of shit. Actually, surprised I didn't. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if that would be. Yeah. Really twirling. Yeah, I don't think there's enough time. It's only hitting them because of the wake up move. Change the properties of Power Wave to make the move a multi-hit one. 2 or 3 hits with similar aesthetic to the first Power Wave move. Yeah, mini geysers. Well, I mean, he's got a Power Max change. He's got another super that he can only use in this. Sloppy inputs. That could have worked. What did it do? So you can use Power String, but it's only a max move. Needs a key ring. Oh, I know. The yellow Power Waves, blue Burn Knuckles, all that shit. We did it Garou style, where they're all red for the most part. The only thing that I didn't do red was this one, because I'll be honest, it looked really weird in red. It was just weird. It was kind of unsettling. I'm like, there's just something not right about this. Just make it all blue in power because Toriyama is inconsistent. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. The other change I made. The push boxes are lower. I think I mentioned this last stream, but the cross-up attacks were a little difficult to hit on time. And that was because they used to be higher up here. And games like Third Strike, like they'd have them all the way down to the shoulder, typically. Like I checked on Ken and Ryu, and the push boxes were actually at the shoulder level. Now because of the heads are really big and the bodies are small in this, I had to, just kind of take an educated guess on where it would be, proportionally, not so much by the character's image, but, look at the other games and say, well, how much room was there up on top? And it was about this in proportion. So that's what I ended up with. Now all the moves, in fact, pretty much every move has to be readjusted now. And I don't know about crouching yet. I didn't really analyze too many games for their crouching hitbox, but I can't imagine that it would be too different than what this is. I think Third Strikes was pretty much that, like it was almost flush with the hurt box, because these ones are supposed to be harder to hit from the air anyway, so it didn't matter. But when the push box was higher, it would push you left or right before the attack would connect sometimes if you were too late with it. And it made it harder to get a deep cross-up in. So that was changed. Super Saiyan God. We made it red because red looks more powerful than blue. Next movie makes Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Blue. I remember that interview too. I remember that interview. Are they doing discussion? Is it a pre-stream? I hate left. Thanks a lot. Ah, Kaiser. You screwed me over, Crispy Kaiser. That was pre-stream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about it then. I'll get it when it's 9, so we got 15 minutes. That's alright. But yeah, that was one of the big changes. The frame data, the block data, and the recovery data are all now consistent. Now, they all had separate issues that I had to fix each to make that work, but it worked. Another issue I fixed that caused an issue, you'll notice that I can jump backwards and pull the character. I had that problem before, and it's come back. One of the reasons, which is easier to show it for you. Reviewing hitboxes today, yeah, a little bit. Talking about that Garou stream that's starting at 9. We're talking about the Tiger Knee input we talked about a little earlier. Someone brought that up. Time to add a lady. Well, Iori's no lady, and he's next. So the other thing I changed was making the corners more consistent. You may have seen last time that Ryu was able to actually cross under Ken and face the left side while Ken was in the corner, and it would screw up a whole bunch of stuff. So that's fixed, but like I said, it caused another bug where I can push the screen when I get to the other side. Basically, what I did to fix it is that the physical camera width or camera related width of the characters, not what you see in the push box, and that keeps the characters from going into each other, but they actually have another hitbox that you can't see that basically stops them from leaving the screen. And what I did is I said that when you're in the air, that hitbox is smaller. So it's not possible for a grounded character, even if you get them all the way to the end here, you're not going to be able to turn around. You won't do your move in the other direction, because when Ken's moving up and to the right, after being hit, his boundary box is much small, or not much smaller, but it's a little smaller than Ryu, so he can get farther off to the edge of the screen than Ryu can on the ground, and that causes the Ryu to not literally be able to be on the other side again. So that fixes that issue. And I only really need to have this fixed because I do have the cross-up and corner like Street Fighter V does. If I didn't have that, then it would be a little easier to... It would be easier to code that. But I thought that was kind of neat, so I kept it in here. I thought it would also be something that, if I can get a story mode, like not just an arcade mode, but like a full-on like story with stages and stuff, I thought it would be more beneficial to have that kind of movement anyway. It might be easier to manage in that kind of environment. So, I fixed target combos. I didn't know they were broken until I realized they were broken. I fixed another glitch where you could land. Maybe I can show this one. I talked about this one in Discord. You could land on a power wave and block it. Because if you if you're falling fast enough, you might get a frame where you might get a frame. Oh, I properly touched it there. So I landed on it, but I couldn't block it. Before, because I landed without contacting the power wave, I will wave. I was able to actually block it because it didn't make connection with the hitbox coming down. Because you'll notice that when he lands, like his hitbox is a little smaller, and then see where his foot there's that gap, and he'll snap between here and here, and in that frame, because Power Wave is so small, which I might increase the height of Power Wave also to compensate for this, it would allow you to literally land and block it because it never made contact with you in the air. But of course I fixed that now. That caused a couple other bugs that I fixed, but I figure it's good to have that. Anyway, even if I do increase the height of Power Wave to not do that, it would be really good to have that functionality. What if somebody puts like a trap thing on the floor? Like if they make like an energy trap on the floor and you jump into it, you're not going to connect with it because it's not tall, it's literally on the floor. So you'd have to walk on it to trigger it. Well, if you jumped onto it without contacting it because of that gap on the bottom, you could just hold down back and block it. Because you never made contact with it, and now you're in a standing position capable of blocking, and you just hold down back and you blocked it. So to fix that, if I am hit, see here's the thing, I think if there's a way to show this without having the characters do something different. Yeah, this should be art. So I'm gonna put Ryu into, yeah, he's gonna do his wake up move, which is right now it's just heavy punch. So let's see, what do I have to do? I have to make him always guard. So he'll always guard stuff, and so I'll make him do a wake up move. And what I'll do, oh no, that'll work because he's been hit like that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, here, let's try this. Yeah, I can. So there. Oh no, he. Probably because he tried to do the wake up. He should be blocking that. I don't know. Maybe the guard's fucked up. Because the idea is if you're in like hit with a normal. Oh, there it is. He can't be meatied. There it is. He can't be meatied with it. So if you're in a after getting hit with a normal, not an air knockdown, but just hit with an air normal, and someone tries to do that, they won't be able to get it. You will be able to block that. But if you just jump into it, you're going to get hit. So the program does know, or it has a bit of context there to decide whether or not you can actually block that. Because when I originally did it, when I originally put the fix in, you couldn't block on land, so you could get instant meatied by everything, and it was bad. So I did make it have that bit of decision making in there. But basically, it knows if you're in an air knockdown situation, and then you wouldn't be able to do it. Now in that case, because I max canceled it, it would let you, because that resets to juggle. I'm trying to think of a way I can. How can I air knock him down and still Cause see, he wouldn't be able to block there anyway. Aren't shadows a bit large? No. Not according to most Capcom games. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, the big takeaway here is at least that the frame data is consistent. Now, I did some fixes that make the game a little more deterministic. It's not foolproof. In lieu of getting a fixed math library working in Unity, which I'm still trying to decide which one I want to do. I found and experimented with a couple fixed math libraries, and they're really good, like, just out of the box. But they're not really integrated with Unity, and I'm not sure yet how I want to handle that. Because it's kind of... like, it works really good, but, like, if you go into the editor, and it's hard to make it serializable, and so you can't edit values in the editor, you'd have to edit a proxy value, and that just takes more RAM, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, I'm not really sure 100% what I want to do with that, which is why I haven't gone whole hog on it yet. But it will come eventually. In the meantime, I basically did some precision truncating to help with the animation, with the way the animation moves the character, and the frame data to be a lot more consistent. Because it was off by only like a very small fraction of a percent. But that was enough to cause it to be like, oh, a remainder of 0.000000001 was left. Well, we gotta wait till the next frame to count down that tiny remainder in order to, you know, put the person out of block stun or whatever. And that throws the count off the frame. No matter what's left in there, it's still gotta do a frame extra in order to count that down, so your frame counts are off. So I chopped off the precision on the floats. I only allow up to like the 3rd or 4th place of precision, and that helped it. But I know it's not foolproof, so it's not, you know, total fix. But it did help me at least continue designing stuff. And the reason I found it out is because I was trying to tweak a couple moves, and I'm like, well, the recovery's not right on these. I don't know what's going on. And one of them, like I mentioned in a previous stream, was the ability to... it's got a lot of recovery there. I noticed that I could hit that when I wasn't supposed to. Now it's programmed that way. Interview starting now? Okay. Alright, so we're pretty much done. Then we're gonna go to... we're gonna go to KK's stream, or I'm gonna go to KK's stream. Let me pull it up here. Let's go to Twitter here. SP Kaiser, and I'm not going to do this on stream because you know what happens when that happens. So let me pull up his Twitch, and I'm gonna paste this in the chat so you guys can. Oh, is he not live? Oh, it says. Be right back. Okay, they're probably transitioning right now. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you're on YouTube watching this later down below, if they have a recording of it, I'll leave a link to it if I can find it. If not, then I apologize. So if you're here live in Twitch, I put the link to Crispy's stream in the chat. And like I said in the beginning, they're going to go over Mark of the Wolves' unused characters, cut content, and Mark of the Wolves 2 that was canceled. They're going over characters and sketches and shit, so check that out. Like, if you like this stream, you're gonna like that stream. And that's why I'm leaving here to go see that. So, yeah, I'm gonna sign off now then, and I'm gonna hop over there and see what that's all about. So, and sort of a quickie here today. So it was a nice little light week. You got to go over some. Oh, thank you very much. Chat says nice game. We got to go over some glitches that we fixed, but you know, nothing too major. We'll have some more stuff next week. I'm probably gonna have Sprite next week to do. We're starting to talk again about getting more Sprite animations done. So anyway, check out Crispy Stream. Link is in the chat. Paste it again just in case someone just walked in. They're going over Mark of the Wolves 2 canceled stuff, like an official SNK stream. They're gonna have the developer on, and they're gonna talk about Mark of the Wolves 2. So go, if you like this kind of shit, you're gonna like that shit. Go check it out. And so I'm gonna sign off and get on that one. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one and scrub out. Oh, and before I go, yeah, I'll have to do the patron thing. So my top patrons, since we're Patreon funded for the stream, we got Zombie Killer, we got Miguel Tabasco, Mike Cruz, Taryn Williams, Corporal Chungus, Bryce Nagalingam, and AJ. So extra super thank you to you guys, and I'm out of here. I am going to Crispy Stream. See you guys later and scrub out.